Hey guys, Mulligan here, and welcome to a brand new series that I'm starting called Eternal Errors. This is a series where we go over some misplays that I've made with, for the time being, it's going to be specific decks that I've played. So hopefully you guys enjoy this type of series. It's something that I've wanted to do for a while because I feel like no one's really done a type of series like this where they just do a video just looking at their misplays of games they've played. So I hope this turns out to be a good thing. It might end up being a weekly thing because I have a few episodes planned out. But yeah, I figured the first episode will be dedicated to the deck that I've played the most in Eternal, called Elysian Midrange. Anyway, enough talk, let's get started. So the first game we're going to look at is against Diablo, who's on Rakano. And I'm in a situation here where he ends up putting a Hammer of Might, equipping it to his Champion of Glory, making it a 6/6. And I end up triple blocking it with my Initiate of the Sands, False Prince, and Sandstorm Titan. And this turned out to be a really bad play because I gave him 2 free minions, since Sandstorm Titan could not kill Champion of Glory on its own now that it had Hammer of Might. So I end up losing my entire board. Now later on, I was able to get a 5/5 Reinhardt into play, but I end up attacking with it to put Diablo at 4 life. But unfortunately, that play left me open to lethal from Torch. And he ended up having a sort of a card to kill the Titan for lethal. This next game is actually against Francois, who won an Eternal Tournament Series weekly during Season 3. So he's a pretty high level player. Here, I didn't know that Protect could actually pop Aegis on my the 6/6 Titan that I pulled from Call the Ancients. So I ended up paying dearly for that because he ends up using Protect to pop the Aegis and then harsh ruling my entire board. And later on, I also snap played Crystallize when I only had 3 damage on board from the Praxis Displacer, and I should have waited to build the board of at least 5 or more damage first, so then I can push through and try to win the game. So this next game is against Wobble, who I had played earlier in the day and is on a really cool, if a little bit greedy, Reanimator deck. And I'm in a situation where I've got Sandstorm Titan and Praxis Displacer on board, and Wobble is at 10 life. I decide to just flat out attack and not play any cards. What I should have done was to go ahead and permafrost the 1/1 Spiteling, so that way Wobble could not chump block the Sandstorm Titan with it, and I would have got 8 damage through, since there's not enough power open to actually do anything to respond to my attacks, and I would have put Wobble at 2 life. But instead, the Titan gets chump blocked and I only get 3 damage through. And had I played Initiate of the Sands at the end of turn, then if the exact same sequence of cards got played out from Wobble's hand, then the next turn I would have actually won the game. Now, later on, I do play a Praxis Displacer for tempo and just to get a clock, a 4-turn clock going. And I was wondering if I should have waited to see what card Wobble stole off of the Found Bloodcaster, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Let me know in the comments if I made the right play or not. And finally, for the love of God, please don't do this, guys. If you're running Whispering Wind and Crystallize in the same deck, and Crystallize is the highest casting cost card you have, don't pitch Crystallize. I did this thinking I would get an equal cost card with Whispering Wind, or at least get maybe some kind of token like you do when discarding Scourge of Frostholm. The only thing is with Scourge of Frostholm, the only reason why you get that token is because there's no higher casting cost card in the game. But in this situation, you get absolutely nothing. I also later on should have taken the 5 damage to the face in order to keep 2 Whispering Winds in the air and doubling the clock that I had, but I ended up blocking with the second Whispering Wind that I drew. And it ended up costing me the game because I actually ended up being 1 damage off lethal. That's it for this episode of Eternal Errors. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to leave a like if you liked the video, or feel free to leave a dislike if you didn't. Even though I have a few more of these planned out, I would still love to know if you guys want to see more videos like this, so please leave feedback in the comment section below. And I'd also like to know if there's anything I can do to improve my content as well. But again, thanks for taking time out of your day to watch this, and I will catch you all next week. Take care.